The second city, the Chicago Regional. We're northwest near O'Hare Airport on the road to the Final Four. And two teams from the Southwest, the Arizona Wildcats and the Cowboys of Oklahoma State, have migrated to the Midwest. The winner moves on to the Elite Eight and will play the number one seed, number one team in the nation, the University of Illinois. And what a treat we have as we watch the two benches. Two coaching legends. Lute Olson for Arizona, 740 wins. 781 for Eddie Sutton, his final year of coaching and a great career. Look, just the practices alone, enough to make you exhausted. Take another lap, Billis. Well, practice will continue.
If those two hang around a while, they might get the hang of this coaching gig.
Yeah, I think so. Well, each team has a great All-America guard. You've got Stoudemire for Arizona and Lucas for Oklahoma State.
Well, I think this game, as good as those guards are, might be decided on the interior. Joey Graham, averaging over 17 points per game, has only 15 points in the first two games of this tournament. Only took 10 shots in the first two games. He's got to get more aggressive. And for Arizona, Channing Frye, averaging over 17 points, 7 rebounds, shooting 70% from the field over his last 5 games. I think the paint could determine the winner of this game.
So here, two players get a chance for some national attention, and both are outstanding. Well, let's look at Olson's starting 5. Olson has a national championship at Arizona in 1997. And here are the 5 men who will open it up. Hassan Adams, he is lightning quick. Channing Frye, underrated. He's a star player. Ivan Radenovic has given Olson some great minutes. Stoudemire's the best three-point shooter in the nation. Mustafa Shakur runs the show at point guard. And for Eddie Sutton, no one has as many wins in the tournament as Sutton without a national title. He's in the Sweet 16 for the 6th time at Oklahoma State. And here are his 5 starters. Joey Graham needs to awaken. He's had a little bit of a slump the last month. Ivan McFarland's had a terrific tournament. John Lucas, son of the former Maryland All-America, watches his son. Jameson Curry, an outstanding freshman. Daniel Bobick, watch out for him outside. Arizona Wildcats of Lute Olson have defeated Utah State and a very tenacious UAB team, and now get number 2 Oklahoma State, and the Cowboys victorious over southeastern Louisiana and southern Illinois, each playing the toughest opponent based on the seeding in this game tonight, and the honor of playing number 1 Illinois to the winner in the Elite Eight. The Cowboys do their lassoing down in Stillwater. 31,000 in the campus. Another great season for Eddie Sutton. A couple notable alums: Garth Brooks, Don Nichols, not Don Rickles, the U.S. Senator. But they wish Don Rickles had matriculated there. It had kept things lively. University of Arizona, Tucson, the home base of a campus that features 37,000 student body in the Pac-10. Lute Olson looking for another 30-win season. Astronaut Dick Scobie and Craig T. Nelson, the coach. Some of the famous alums from down there amongst the beautiful desert of Tucson. They're ready to go. Oklahoma State in white. Arizona in bright red. Ted Valentine, one of the nation's best officials, with Duke Edsel and James Haney. And this crowd of nearly 18,000 in Rosemont, Illinois. And many eager to see just who is the better team here. You could have a tremendous debate. Now they'll play it out for real. And Joey Graham gets the ball for the Cowboys first.
And Graham only took 10 shots in the first 2 games of this tournament. He's being guarded by Radenovic. He has got to be aggressive and get some looks at the basket. Oklahoma State cannot win with him scoring only 7 points.
Here's Lucas, the point guard, outstanding three-point shooter. The Cowboys are the best three-point shooting team in percentage in the nation. Bobick does not hit, and that's Channing Frye up above the crowd for the rebound. There's Stoudemire. He'll take the 3. Oh, and hits. Hitting 51% on the season from outside the arc is Stoudemire, and he makes a statement early.
The lefty, an extraordinary shooter. will take tough ones, but nobody shoots a better percentage shooting as many as he does.
And Lucas answers with a three for the Cowboys. Lucas shoots 43.6 on his tray attempts, while Stoudemire 51.1%.
Stoudemire being guarded by Daniel Bobek, a good defender, but he should be able to get some open looks.
Fry from outside, and it rings out. That would have been a three. Lucas, who played 2 years at Baylor. And he's open on the side as Curry, the freshman, sets him up for back-to-back threes.
And a poor job of transition defense by Arizona. Jameson Curry, the freshman from North Carolina, a terrific job.
Radenovic with a pass from top of the key into Channing Frye.
Channing Frye, one of the best low post players in the country. Very skilled, a really good athlete. Doesn't get the credit he deserves for being an outstanding player.
Lucas, 3 in a row, no. And Radenovic clears for Arizona. Mustafa Shakur. And Hassan Adams. Adams, the junior from Los Angeles, and they're hunting threes early.
Adams led this team in scoring last year, over 17 points per game, but this year playing out on the perimeter more. Little matchup zone right now by Arizona. They have length and athleticism, especially Adams on the perimeter.
Inside, and McFarland unable to connect, and Franning another rebound.
McFarland so solid against Southern Illinois, had 31 points, didn't miss any shots that close against the Salukis.
Stoudemire misses that three, but Radenovic gets it back.
Long shots equal long rebounds.
Radenovic outside the arc. That's a 2, put on the line. Arizona by 4, 3 minutes into this game.
Arizona very good at playing penetrate and pitch basketball.
Here's Jameson Curry, the freshman from North Carolina. He's really awakened this team the last month. Graham with a miss. And it's out of bounds to Oklahoma State.
Well, Curry really does add a great dimension to this team on the offensive end. Over the last 15 games, averaging over 13 points, shooting 53% from the field.
Eddie Sutton's Cowboys want a time. 16:48 remaining in this opening half.
This instant classic is presented by Chevy, an American Revolution, supercharged for 2005.
Silverado half-ton crew comes standard with more muscle than Ford, Dodge, or Toyota. That's why it's the right truck. The official truck of an American Revolution.
Here's a fun fact. Erected in 1963, the walnut stands 15 feet high.
I'll be in the car.
Go where you want with your free weekend from Avis.
Orca! Orca! Oh, I love Orca.
I thought you loved the humpback.
I recently changed my mind.
But I thought we established that the Orca was mine. Now rent for a week and get a free weekend to use later. Find our lowest prices at avis.com.
Hello there, I'm Pat Simpson here with the Walkers, and today's project is outdoor cleaning, and the tool of choice is the Briggs & Stratton 2200 pressure washer. With a powerful, easy-starting engine and the new Project Pro nozzle system, believe me, it's the right tool for faster, better results. Just look at the difference. There are quick-changing nozzles designed specifically for each type of project. There's Maximum for high overhangs and stubborn surfaces, General for driveways and decks, and Delicate for cars and boats. And for really big projects, we've included a time-saving turbo nozzle. Plus, there's even a step-by-step project guide with all sorts of great ideas for cleaning up around the house. The 2200 pressure washer with Project Pro. A great value and a great tool for outdoor cleaning. Briggs & Stratton, the power that works for you. Available at Sears and Tractor Supply Company.
Welcome back, Arizona, with the early lead. 69-year-old Eddie Sutton, his 45th year of head coaching And there is no coach. If you're looking for a sentimental favorite to win the national title, how about Sutton? He's won 39 NCAA tournament games, but no title. That's the most wins of any coach.
A 1-3-1 zone on the out of bounds underneath, and Arizona has shown a lot of zone early on in this game because Oklahoma State runs a lot of sets against man, tough to guard.
And Joey Graham able to work inside, good ball movement in that zone, and it's 10-8. Graham has his first points.
You can usually measure his aggressiveness by how many free throws he shoots. When Graham is aggressive, he gets to the line. When he settles for jump shots, he doesn't.
Fry working on McFarland. McFarland bats it away right back into Channing Frye, and then Radenovic for two. Ivan Radenovic from Belgrade, Serbia, Montenegro has 4.
Boy, what a terrific read by Channing Frye. When the double team came to him, found the open man, Radenovic, an outstanding perimeter shooter.
That's the freshman losing the ball. Jameson Curry to Radenovic. Numbers not there, so Stoudemire fires the 3. Boy, it's just like a magnet, his shots falling from long range.
It's like a layup for him. You've got to find him in transition and get a hand up, make him into a two-point shooter if possible.
Biggest lead for Arizona at 7.
Oklahoma State needs to penetrate the gaps of this zone, make 2 play 1. Then they can kick it to an open shooter.
Around the perimeter, and Graham can't hit from the corner, and the foul will be on Stoudemire as he battled for the rebound with Ivan McFarland. The Cats and the Cowboys in the Chicago region. Illinois has won earlier, and the winner meets the Fighting Illini on Saturday for the opportunity to go to the Final Four in St. Louis next weekend. A 12-2 run by Arizona has placed them 7 points in the lead.
Arizona sticking with this zone. They need to go down low to the short corner because Mustafa Shakur, the point guard, is on the back line of this zone. That makes it a little bit vulnerable down low.
Graham, another miss. Radenovic had the rebound, lost it off his knee. Trying to solve the Arizona zone as Oklahoma State works it around the perimeter. They haven't scored a field goal in 3:45. Jameson Curry with a miss for Oklahoma State, but batted out to Lucas. A 4-minute drought from the field for the Cowboys, trailing Arizona 15-8.
And Oklahoma State has had a very difficult time in solving this 1-3-1 matchup zone that Lute Olson has thrown on the Cowboys. Oklahoma State got out to a quick start with a couple threes by John Lucas after Arizona could not find him in transition.
But they're 3 for 10 off the top of the game. Here's Jameson Curry, the freshman. Bobick from the corner. Daniel Bobick, who played 2 years at Brigham Young University. He's 25 years of age. Hits the 3, his first points. Graham on Radenovic. Fry can shoot from outside, and that's Graham knocking it away from Radenovic. Number 13, Chris Rogers, in for Arizona, replacing Mustafa Shakur. Here's Rogers, averaging almost 6 a game.
And Rogers has point guard ability. That means Stoudemire can work off some screens.
That's Stoudemire high off the glass, and a soft kiss for Stoudemire.
He's left-handed, wants to go left, but proving he can put the ball on the floor. He's not just a three-point shooter.
Jameson Curry unable to hit. Look at how high in the air Hassan Adams was at 6'4".
Great individual effort because Oklahoma State looked like they had an offensive rebound for certain till Adams took it away.
Channing Frye in traffic, traveled.
Stoudemire with the nice crossover dribble.
Well, that was a raindrop, wasn't it?
He's just got a hunger to score. And also an underrated defensive player. Last 3 years, Stoudemire has won the Best Defender Award as voted on by his teammates. Back to man now for Arizona. Channing Frye not going out to guard Ivan McFarland on the perimeter. He's not likely to hit a shot from that area.
Here the two-star Stoudemire is on Lucas, and now on the switch, Jameson Curry under 10 on the shot clock. Game's on Curry, and Stoudemire able to knock it away. Takes it to the basket himself, and Adams deflected, and Lucas controls.
Boy, poor decision by Salim Stoudemire. He had 2 men ahead and did not pass it to him. He took it on his own and wound up getting nothing out of it. That should have been an easy Arizona score. Instead, it's a Stoudemire foul.
And it's his second, so that's a double jeopardy for Lute Olson, star player.
Well, it wasn't just that he failed to pass the ball ahead to an open teammate. When he did ultimately get the ball up near the rim, he took it up weak instead of taking it up strong. A lost opportunity for the Wildcats.
And they're punished by having their star player with 2 fouls. Shakur knocked down by a screen, and the foul, I believe, on Bobby, his first. Man, with some of the great pouts and frowns in all of college basketball, Eddie Sutton. And Stoudemire, you can't be frowning about that. He's got Stoudemire with 2 fouls on Lute Olson's bench. Radenovic underneath to score. Ivan Radenovic quietly has 6 points.
Very opportunistic, getting a shot of Salim Stoudemire over there. He's had his share of pouts and frowns throughout his career at Arizona, but he's turned it around this year.
Joey Graham too strong off the glass. Channing Frye clearing to Shakur. Ooh, some clever work off the dribble, and a foul.
Boy, great recognition by Shakur. He knew that Daniel Bobbick could not stay in front of him. And crossed over right in front to get the angle and exploited it by getting the foul.
And Bobbick draws his second foul. Kirk Walters coming in for Arizona on the next buzzer. As Shakur at the line, averaging 8 a game. That's his first point tonight. Radenovic out, and Walters, a sophomore from Grand Rapids, Michigan, 6'10". He's emerged. They wanted to redshirt him, Lute Olson, this year, and mid-January said he's just playing so well in practice. I've got to keep him around. We can use this guy as we battle on toward a possible NCAA title. So Walters getting some good playing time and delivering. He had 8 against UAB, his season high.
And Lute Olson throughout his career had never brought a red shirt out that late in January. But Joe shows just how far along Kirk Walters has come in his development.
Biggest lead for Arizona, 10 points with 8 minutes gone in this opening half. Terrence Crawford, number 42, in for Oklahoma State. He's 6'6", senior. One of 7 seniors for the Cowboys. They have 5 that have already graduated. It's the most experienced team in the nation. But the young one, the freshman, Jameson Curry, hits that basket, his first.
The all-time high school scoring leader in the state of North Carolina. He can score a variety of different ways. An outstanding shooter, but also very creative off the dribble.
Number 5, Jawan McClellan, a freshman for Arizona in the game. Lucas with a pick. Shakur raced downfield to cut off the possible layup.
Boy, that's great transition defense to stop the ball.
Walters on Crawford. Curry up top, and Shakur. Lucas and McClellan. Lucas left alone. Arizona 8 for 11 from the floor to take a 21-13 lead here in the Chicago Regional against a team that may be the best shooting basketball team in the nation. They're the best three-point shooter. They're the 4th in the nation in free throws and 7th in field goal percentage, Oklahoma State. Walters inside to Frye. The 2 big men work a play, and a 10-point Arizona lead.
Right out of the timeout, they go into the high-low. A beautiful delivery by Kirk Walters. You got to get more pressure on the passer, especially when it's a big guy. Make him turn his back. That was way too easy.
Bobbick fires from 3-point range and hits again.
And Eddie Sutton making a nice adjustment, going with Terrence Crawford to screen Mustafa Shakur at the bottom of that zone.
6 points now for Bobbick on a couple of trays. Channing Frye trying to work his way inside, can't hit. Joey Graham rebounds. 23-16, Arizona leads at the midpoint of this first 20-minute period. Graham inside, and Fry got a piece of it. He leads the Wildcats in blocks, and he picks up one there. He had 68 on the season. Arizona shooting 9 for 13 to take the lead here in the first half, led by Stoudemire, but Salim Stoudemire, after scoring 8 points, picked up his second foul. He's on the bench. John Lucas's counterpoint for Oklahoma State leads with 6.
And Stoudemire just checking into the game right now. He's got to be careful not to pick up that third foul. And he's going to be on the baseline of this 1-3-1 zone. Chris Rogers out on top. They need to go right after Stoudemire.
Bobick, Lucas, and now Curry around the horn for Oklahoma State. Crawford into the corner to Bobick. Good play inside to McFarland. Picked away, but out of bounds was Adams as he made contact with the ball. A reminder, next Thursday, TV's most watched drama, CSI, returns. It'll be at its regular time with a mystery that'll hit you like a ball of fire. Don't miss a new CSI 1 week from tonight on CBS.
Arizona with a man-to-man look on the out-of-bounds underneath. Stoudemire.
7, 5, 4. Lucas 2. Curry had to hurry in, banks it in for a 3. James on Curry, named after Uncle James and Father Leon. James on, and he was on the mark off the glass for that 3. Cowboy fans on their feet as Oklahoma State pulls within 4. Hassan Adams can't hit the 3. Bobick clears. McFarland can't hit the runner, and Adams has the rebound. McFarland had 31 against Southern Illinois, his career high. Rogers left alone, and he nails the 2.
Right. Very good jump shooting team, Arizona.
Stolen by Stoudemire. Ahead to McClellan, the freshman. Jawan McClellan, the 6'4" freshman out of Milby High in Houston.
And after the quick change of possession, Arizona really looking up court, and after making a mistake in transition the last time he touched it, Salim Stoudemire passing ahead to McClellan, and what an athlete Jawan McClellan is as a freshman.
Rogers with a bump has his first foul. That's the 4th team foul on Arizona. 3 on Oklahoma State.
Arizona's changing defenses have been very effective in this game.
If those 2 men coming in look alike, they are the twins. Joey Graham, number 14, and his brother Stephen Graham, number 21. Joey wears the white shoes, and Stephen the black shoes. Inside Crawford, and the reach around foul on Radenovich. First foul on Ivan Radenovich takes us to a commercial timeout. 7:59 left in the half. Salim Stoudemire showcasing his complete court game.
Silverado Heavy Duty, with the available Duramax diesel and Allison transmission, has more torque than Ford Super Duty. That's why Silverado's the right truck, the official truck of an American Revolution.
This is for the championship. Does it have enough?
Sorry, mister.
No sweat, kid. It's only my new plasma TV.
Whoa. You must really be gelling.
More gel, more gelling. New and improved Dr. Scholl's massaging gel insoles. More cushioning, outrageous comfort.
Was he yelling? No, he was chilling.
To start gelling, see the doctor, Dr. Scholl's.
Hey. Hi. You want to save money on gas? How about 10%?
Huh?
How'd you like a $25 Marathon cash card, too? Get the Marathon Platinum MasterCard from Chase and receive a 10% rebate. That's about 18 cents a gallon. Plus, you get that $25 Marathon cash card. Here's an application.
Sure.
Thanks. I gotta go. pump 5.
Last year, when you bought a bag of Baby Ruth, you got a free game of bowling. Another bag? Another free game. Millions of free games were given away. And this year, we're doing it again. Huh? That's right. There are millions and millions more free games of bowling in the return of the Baby Ruth free bowling giveaway. Hurry in and pick up specially marked bags of fun size, 10 packs, and minis, and get your free game today.
I'm okay.
Baby Ruth from Nestle, the real deal.
You don't have to travel far to get away when you've got a hot spring spa, where 102 degrees of warm, pulsating water brings a welcome escape from the everyday, treating your mind and body to total tranquility. With a hot spring spa, your family will have the perfect place to get together and catch up with one another. Call now for a free brochure or visit hotspringspa.com. Immerse yourself in a total sensory experience of music, lighting, and water features. Experience the innovative Spadio music system, turning your spa into a speaker, a surround sound feature where you feel the music. Match color to your mood with the Luminescence LED lighting system. Enjoy the Bella Fontana water feature, where state-of-the-art technology meets state-of-mind bliss. Feel the patented Moto massage jet sweep up and down the muscles along the entire length of your back. The Quartet jet system work your neck and shoulders. The Footwell system soothe those tired feet. So relaxing, so rejuvenating. All this from the world's #1 brand, Hot Spring Spas. The best features, the best value, the best performance. It's no wonder the Vanguard Spa is a Consumer's Digest Best Buy. Call now for your free brochure or visit hotspringspa.com. With many beautiful contemporary designs, you're sure to find the perfect hot tub for your backyard. Long recognized as the leader, independent testing confirms that hot spring spas are extremely energy efficient. And every spa is backed by the ongoing support of a professional dealer. Hot Spring Spas. It's an everyday vacation to enjoy at any time in the privacy and comfort of your own backyard. Now's a great time for a hot spring spa. Call now for a free brochure or visit hotspringspa.com.
Welcome back, Arizona, the 3rd seed, leading 2nd seed Oklahoma State by 8. We've already seen a #1 team fall. Washington lost earlier tonight to Louisville by 14, while #1 Illinois won by 14 against Wisconsin-Milwaukee here in the Chicago region. Brother to brother, Joey to Steven, and now to Bobbick.
Arizona man-to-man. Lucas might want to take Stoudemire off the dribble, see if he can pick up another foul.
Oklahoma State with 7:40 remaining in this first half, and Joey Graham driving, and the foul. Walters got the ball, but somebody picked off the driving Joey Graham. Access NCAA March Madness on demand for live video of regional semifinal games outside your viewing area. It's only at ncaasports.com or cstv.com. Here's Joey Graham. Foul was on Walters. He's one of 10 finalists for the Senior Class Award that'll be announced here on CBS a week from Saturday. Between the 2 semifinal games, he and John Lucas are both in the final 10 in the balloting. Given to a player that's fulfilled his 4-year commitment as an outstanding player, contributor to his team. And Graham gets 1 out of 2, and a 7-point lead now for Arizona.
And you can see how important Joey Graham is to this team, averaging only 7.5 points per game in this tournament, in large measure because he hasn't been aggressive offensively. Only 10 shots the first 2 games. That's not near enough.
Well, the Oklahoma State fans wanted a charge, but the call is against the blocker, Terrence Crawford, his first, and that'll send Hassan Adams to the line. No, it won't. No, they're going to say before the shot, they inbound the ball. Channing Frye just able to catch it as he's double teamed. Graham just caught almost with a steal, and one of those couldn't avoid the contact, and Graham with his first foul. 5 team fouls. Oklahoma State 6 on Arizona.
His first, #5 on the team.
See Ivan McFarland on the bench. He had 31 points against Southern Illinois in the Cowboys' second-round game. Now, Southern Illinois not a big team, and McFarland not a big scorer. He averages about 12 points per game. One of the hardest working players in America. A left-hander will finish his career at Oklahoma State in the top 10 in scoring and rebounding.
This was his 131st start tonight, Jay. 101 wins. Productive leader. Another whistle.
Arizona very intelligently going inside to Channing Frye. He has got a size and skill advantage over Terrence Crawford. And Crawford, a gutsy player, came into Oklahoma State with a reputation as being a big-time athlete, but has had injury problems throughout his career, including a ruptured Achilles.
Almost a third foul on Crawford, who was 5 inches shorter than Channing Frye, and Frye caught over the shoulder. No, they're going to call it against Crawford. Crawford had position, and that's his third foul in a matter of less than a minute. Terrence Crawford, the 6'6" senior from Oklahoma City, has to take a walk to the bench with 3 fouls.
Boy, and he did have inside position, unless he had hooked the right arm of Channing Frye. That's a tough one to live with for a big guy, as physical as things get inside.
Here's the 2-time all-conference performer Channing Frye in the Pac-10. Good free throw shooter, 84%. Nice stroke for a big guy.
Well, you hear people question his toughness. I've never understood it. I think Channing Frye is a terrific prospect. Not only having a great career, I think he's a great prospect for the next level. Stuck around for his senior year, and boy, when he went on that road trip to Washington and Washington State, averaged 28 points in those 2 games and missed only 4 shots on the weekend.
1 free throw, 5 points, and 4 rebounds for Frye tonight. Biggest lead for Arizona's 10 at 21-11. Lucas banks it in and will go to the line. John Lucas fouled by Hassan Adams. Adams' first foul.
Lucas putting the ball on the floor, very intelligently realizing that Salim Stoudemire was on him. Stoudemire in foul trouble, taking advantage of it.
And Stoudemire leaves. Foul was not on him. It was on Adams, his first. Lucas, one of the best free throw shooters in the nation. On the season, hitting 90.4%. That 10-point advantage for Arizona has been carved to 5. Hassan Adams maneuvers inside. Cleverly done. He has 5.
A big-time athlete, and learning to play out on the perimeter. Has always wound up playing inside. When he was in high school, he was a center and played the power forward spot at 6'4". With his superior athleticism, was never a problem.
Great pass by James On Curry, the freshman, to McFarland. Basket +1. McFarland finally in the book.
Curry with the terrific penetration, and Ivan Radinovic coming over a bit late.
Ivan fouled Ivan. Ivan Radinovic and Ivan McFarland.
Boy, there is not a player in America that outworks Ivan McFarland.
Completes the three-pointer.
He is undersized, but never outworked.
Cowboys draw within 4. Channing Frye with McFarland, lots of contact. Frye clears out to Shakur. Here come the Cowpokes. What a pass. Bobick set up Joey Graham, and there's McFarland to follow. 5 for him in a hurry, and suddenly a 2-point game.
Boy, Arizona's transition defense has not been good. They have not gotten back with a purpose. They haven't stopped the ball.
Batted away by McFarland, sets up Bobick at the other end, and it's tied at 30. A Cowboy run of 10 points to 2. The game even with 5:23 left in the half.
Remember the mystery. Remember the magic. Remember the movie that made you believe the impossible could become the incredible. Remember, or for the first time visit, Field of Dreams. Real classics, 8 Eastern Sunday on ESPN Classic.
The biggest new hit of the year is Grey's Anatomy.
Yes!
It's sensational.
Another round!
And original. You'll love this show.
It's something really big.
An all-new Grey's Anatomy Sunday at 10/9 Central, only on ABC.
Stay home, baby. Alone with you. I wanna stay home, baby. Alone with you. I wanna stay
A1 steak sauce.
That's good.
Yeah, it's that important.
The fans sitting here, and here, and here switched to Allstate car insurance last year. They saved an average of $338 a year. Are you in good hands?
Here's a fun fact. Erected in 1963, the walnut stands 15 feet high.
I'll be in the car.
Go where you want with your free weekend from Avis.
Orca, orca. Oh, I love orca.
I thought you loved the humpback.
I recently changed my mind.
But I thought we established that the orca was mine. Now rent for a week and get a free weekend to use later. Find our lowest prices at avis.com.
Yeah, I have a little attitude, but I've earned it. I've put in the hours. I practice every day. I've learned from the best, and I have no doubt that I can play at the highest level. Right now, I'm guessing I'll end up in either Chicago or New Orleans. Most good jazz musicians do.
There are over 360,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us are going pro in something other than sports.
Want it? North Carolina has it. All you have to do is click and you've got it at everythingiscloser.com. Here's a sample of things to do in North Carolina at everythingiscloser.com. Visit Wilmington for the 11th Annual Cucalores Film Festival, the Through Women's Eyes by Women's Hands Art Show in Chapel Hill, relive the Battle of Bentonville in Johnston County, or the celebration of craft at North Carolina Museums of Art and History in Raleigh. Fun time, family time, couple time. It's all in North Carolina, and it's all at everythingiscloser.com.
Whoa, give me speed.
Roadrunner High Speed Online is where the action is. And now it's faster than ever. Triple the speed of DSL. Up to 100 times faster than dial-up. Massive music files, streaming video, software updates, all surge into your system. Jump up to Roadrunner's new speed.
Call 1-866-4TWC now and get your first 3 months at $29.95 per month with free installation.
Roadrunner High Speed Online from Time Warner Cable.
Oklahoma State's last lead was at 6-5, but Eddie Sutton's Cowboys with a spurt here to close a 10-point advantage for Arizona to a tie at 30. And another pass that was short of the mark to Channing Frye, but touched by Oklahoma State. Some errant passing from the Wildcats here in this sequence.
Well, trying to force too many things, get it all off the first pass. That was a little 1-4 set. It was a nice-looking lob play. It just was well defended by Oklahoma State, and Oklahoma State's ratcheted up their defense.
There's another bad pass, and deflected away to Lucas. And it is blocked out of bounds to Oklahoma State.
And went off the body of McClellan, and McClellan on the other end. A bad post feed. You have got to work on your pass.
But to his credit, he came down court. No, it was Mustafa Shakur with the block. Graham against Fry, and Walters trying to help out, commits the foul.
Walters bringing that arm down. He needs to stay straight up and down and make Joey Graham shoot over him. When he brings that arm down, that's when you're going to get a foul almost every time as a big guy.
First on Walters. And Joey Graham with a chance to give the Cowboys the lead for the first time since the opening minutes. And does.
Graham's been in a little bit of a slump in this tournament.
7.5 points per game, and it's not necessarily the shooting percentage, it's the number of shots. He's only taken 10 shots overall in this tournament coming into the game. And Joey Graham's a big-time athlete and a big-time scorer. Needs to be more aggressive, and his coaching staff, instead of trying to talk their way through it to try to get him more aggressive, they made a tape for him of all of his great performances and showed that to him to try to show him the difference in him now and throughout the regular season.
Into Fry, and it's batted in the air again and out of bounds to Arizona. And the foul will be on James on Curry, his first.
A little too aggressive in trying to stop Chris Rogers. Arizona's got to be stronger with the ball. When the ball went inside to Channing Frye and the double team came post to post, he backed off it and didn't make a strong pass, and that's why Oklahoma State was able to so easily deflect it.
Different team with Stoudemire on the bench, isn't it? Shakur has his third point. And we remind you, coming up, singular at the half, Greg, Clark, Seth, get you updated. All the latest tournament news, a live look at West Virginia, Texas Tech, and a singular Naismith update, all coming up on Singular at the half. The chosen one, Mustafa Shakur. All of his points, 4 on free throws. It's tied at 32.
And Arizona going back into that 1-3-1 zone. That has been the most effective defense they have thrown at Oklahoma State. It slowed them down. They're not able to run the wide array of sets that they usually run against man-to-man.
Bobbitt from three-point range. Last touch by McFarland of Oklahoma State.
Well, you've got to send all 5 guys to the defensive glass against Oklahoma State. With McFarland and Graham in there, and both Grahams right now. That's a formidable offensive rebounding team.
Look at that. Arizona still shooting 63% in this first half. And Rogers not missing. He hits a soft 12-footer. 4 points for him. Arizona back in front.
And Dick, that shooting percentage shows the importance of not turning the ball over. When Arizona's getting shots, they're knocking them down.
Joey Graham, but was held underneath. Arizona leading most of this first half, but a solid run by Oklahoma State cut into a 10-point lead, and it's the Wildcats by 2. Well, experienced teams often do well in the tournament, and there are some of the older teams, and they all make it in, but only one is left, and that's Oklahoma State. Wisconsin, Milwaukee losing earlier tonight to Illinois.
Oklahoma State with a number of transfers. Daniel Bobbitt transferred in from BYU. The Graham brothers from Central Florida. Either that or maybe Eddie Sutton just wanted to coach a group closer to his own age.
Well, coaches will say that second chance for athletes when they transfer, and those especially out of the junior college ranks, they learn their lessons and they are easier to coach second time around.
Well, they are certainly in with both feet.
Joey Graham made 39 in a row during the regular season, so he is one of the top free throw shooters as a big man. 89% for the year. He ties it at 34.
And that 89% mark really makes him a weapon from the free throw line, which is why he needs to be aggressive to get to that line.
Right. Rogers running the show with Stoudemire on the bench. Good pressure from Bobby, and he called time just in time. Comes with 3:40 remaining before the intermission.
Billed as the 8th wonder of the world, Houston's $32 million air-conditioned Astrodome brings baseball into the space age.
There's sort of a Buck Rogers quality to it. I remember the first exhibition game, the Yankees went down and played in it, and they drew a full house, and President Johnson was at the game, and the first home run was hit by Mickey Mantle. It's almost like he was christening the park, just as Ruth had christened Yankee Stadium.
That was April 9th, 1965.
Just imagine painting without taping, dripping, or splattering. Hi, I'm Brian Santos, author of Painting Secrets from the Wall Wizard, here with a revolutionary new product called the Wall Mouse that makes painting as easy as using your computer mouse or family iron. Its unique design actually allows you to cut in perfect edges without taping and then paint the entire wall with the very same tool. In fact, if you can't paint an entire room in less than an hour, we'll refund your money. The secret is the shape. Just point and paint. The tip gets right into corners and glides along trim. The mohair pad rinses clean and can be used over and over. The unique setback design keeps an even coat of paint on the wall and not on the trim or ceiling. The curved tail zips around outlets, light fixtures, and thermostats. Now for a designer finish, just switch to the faux pad at the click of a button. I designed the No Mess Faux Finish pad to give you professional results in minutes. It's a $20 value and it's yours free as my gift to you. You could easily spend over $100 on all these paint supplies to do what the Wall Mouse does. But during this special TV offer, you can try the Wall Mouse system for just $10. And everyone who orders today will also receive the Wall Mouse paint dispenser. The no-spill reservoir holds a full pint and always applies just the right amount of paint. In one easy motion, you pick up enough paint for a full 4x8 panel. The Wall Mouse is also great for stains and polyurethane. Applying a lustrous even coat is easy. Just look at that finish. You get everything: the Wall Mouse, the paint applicator, the faux finish applicator, and the paint dispenser. The incredible Wall Mouse system is priced at just $30, and during this special TV offer, you can try everything for just $10. But you have to call now.
Call 1-800-701-4486 to order Wall Mouse at the special trial price of just $10. That's 1-800-701-4486. This offer is not available in stores, so have your credit card ready and call 1-800-701-4486. Call now.
Tied in the Chicago region. We're in Rosemont, Illinois, adjacent to O'Hare Airport, northwest of the city with broad shoulders. Chicago, Illinois, and Arizona, Oklahoma State. Tied at 34. 3:40 remaining before the break. Rogers to Adams. Fry at 6'11". What a pass inside, and dropping it home is Mustafa Shakur. Noah McClellan gets the goal. Arizona clinging into a 2-point lead with 3:18 left in this first half. Ivan McFarland, he has 7 points after a slow start. It's tied once again.
Channing Frye able to knock that ball away, but Arizona's had some success going into Channing Frye down in the low post, and he's made good decisions. When he's seen a double team, whether it's post to post or guard to post, he has found the open man.
Down to 10 on the shot clock. Shakur and Lucas, and they're going to call the charge on Shakur. Second on him.
Mustafa Shakur trying to get into the lane, and John Lucas doing a very nice job of moving his feet. He had established initial guarding position, and once you do, you are allowed to stay in front even if you're moving. That's a charge.
And that's a good explanation. Often confusing to some fans that feel that a man moving, a defensive man, should get the block. A look at our Chicago region. Illinois is through to Saturday's Elite Eight, meeting Arizona or Oklahoma State on Saturday evening.
Arizona back to man-to-man. Channing Frye not guarding Terrence Crawford out on the perimeter, and yet he turns it over anyway, unguarded.
James on Curry anticipating a move on the wing by Bobick, but Bobick was going the other way. Arizona now with Stoudemire on the bench. They have Adams, Shakur, McClellan the freshman, Frye, and this man Rogers.
A 1-4 set, UCLA cut, and then a ball screen.
Oh, look at that move inside by Hassan Adams. Is he quick in that last big leaping step to free himself from the defense at the 2-minute mark.
It's really explosive out of Westchester High School in Los Angeles. Played in a great high school program. Played with Trevor Ariza, Brandon Bowman, guys like Ashante Cook. A lot of big names in college basketball.
James on Curry, but through the hands of Bobick, and Lucas Ave, yes. Quickness of Lucas to avoid the backcourt violation. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Joey Graham backs his way in, won't fall for him, and Frye has to pull it away as he's hit in the eye. As the reach in, and no foul.
Joey Graham did a great job of trying to exploit that matchup with McClellan, but Frye came over to give that little extra
And you can see Joey Graham just poking him right in the eye, a little delayed reaction afterwards, but just trying to knock the ball away, nothing intentional, but Graham caught him. And Channing Frye looks to be all right.
Frye with 249 career blocks to go along with all of his scoring. Not a bad passer either. Great field goal percentage. Adams with a fake, and he faked his own man, Channing Frye, out. The ball almost ricocheted up into the goal.
I was wondering who would get credit for that.
Final minute of this first half. Oklahoma State trailing by a basket. Good passing interior and a foul.
Great recognition by Joey Graham.
McClellan picks up the foul, his first. Pretty good stiff elbow into the chest and face by McClellan, sending Terrence Crawford to the line. His 23-year-old senior. Uncle Tony Farmer played at Nebraska.
He's played some solid minutes in the NCAA tournament, averaging almost 6 points per game and 6 rebounds and 4 assists thus far in the tournament.
One of the 5 graduates playing tonight for Oklahoma State. Got his degree in May in marketing. And there's Lucas causing havoc in the backcourt, and at last touches Arizona. And Lute Olson motioning the officials, come on, they pushed him away.
A smart play by John Lucas coming from behind, and McClellan must do a better job of protecting the ball. You have to anticipate that a guard is going to come from behind you and try to knock it away.
50 seconds left. First half. Lucas to Bobick. Plenty of time. 20 seconds on the shot clock. James on Curry. Beautiful pass inside of McFarland, but the block by Frye. Graham gets a loose ball and ties it up at 38.
And Arizona can hold it here for the last shot. Oklahoma State sticking in their man-to-man.
Yeah, many experts felt this was an even matchup, and so it has been. Tied with 10 seconds to go in the half. 5 seconds. And down the bottom of the well for Hassan Adams at the buzzer. Hassan Adams with 10 points with Stoudemire 8. Lucas and Graham 9 apiece for Oklahoma State. At the end of the half, 41-38 as Hassan Adams sends the Wildcats of Lute Olson into the locker room with a 3-point lead. We'll send you to Greg Gumbel in New York after these messages and a word from your local station.
There are riding mowers, and then there's the Edge cutting system. Only John Deere gives you the edge. With your John Deere dealer behind you and dependability beneath you, you'll always have a John Deere yard to look forward to. Nothing runs like a Deere. Get the new John Deere L108 for just $15.99.
Billed as the 8th wonder of the world, Houston's $32 million air-conditioned Astrodome brings baseball into the space age.
It was sort of a Buck Rogers quality to it. I remember the first exhibition game, the Yankees went down and played in it, and they drew a full house, and President Johnson was at the game, and the first home run was hit by Mickey Mantle. It's almost like he was christening the park, just as Ruth had christened Yankee Stadium.
That was April 9th, 1965.
Stronger denim. More comfortable, relaxed fit. Wrangler 5-star premium quality denim. Wrangler, real comfortable jeans.
Silverado has better resale value than Ford or Dodge. That's why it's the right truck. The official truck of an American revolution.
Why are you doing this? This is unbelievable. Stop eating.
Hon, the babysitter's fine.
A1 steak sauce.
Did you eat my steak?
Yeah, it's that important.
Can you see the difference between these homes? It's a difference of over $9,000 a year. That's the difference the home loan experts at Quicken Loans can make for you with the incredible new Smart Choice interest-only loan, the mortgage that could lower your payment as much as 45%. With Smart Choice, Quicken Loans has created a new kind of home loan that offers you month-by-month flexibility to lower your house payment up to 45%. How does a Smart Choice loan work? It's easy. Month after month, you can choose to lower your payment by paying only interest. Or you can add principal to your payment anytime you want. It's your choice. Let's say you have a $200,000 loan. With a traditional 30-year fixed loan at 6.5% interest, your payment would be $1,260 every single month. But with Smart Choice from Quicken Loans, your payment would be into your home or pay for college tuition. No matter what size your mortgage is, refinancing with a Smart Choice loan could put thousands of dollars back in your pocket. The difference could be over $4,000, $9,000, even $16,000 a year. If you're refinancing or you're buying a new home, call 800-549-1622 now or go to QuickenLoans.com to see how the exclusive Smart Choice loan can give you extra money by lowering your house payment up to 45%. If a lower mortgage payment looks good to you, call Quicken Loans today to see the difference Smart Choice could make in your payment. Quicken Loans, America's home loan experts.
College basketball season is over, but not on ESPN Classic. All day today, we've got the greatest games from this year's NCAA tournament, and they're all instant classics. From shocking upsets to incredible comebacks. Plus, the men's national championship between Illinois and North Carolina. An instant classic marathon, the best games of the 2005 NCAA tournament all day today on ESPN Classic.
Arizona leads by 3 as we get ready for the second half. A look now at our Powerade halftime statistics.
Arizona shot 70% in that first half. When they got an open shot, they knocked it down. Oklahoma State staying in it by virtue of their three-point shooting and the fact they've gotten 12 points off of second chance opportunities. And Hassan Adams with 10 points in that first half, including the late 3 to put him up.
And Salim Stoudemire with a couple of early fouls. The services of their top scorer lost for about 8 minutes of that first half.
Well, and Stoudemire showing when he gets an open look, even with a hand in his face, he can and will knock it down. Arizona has played a 1-3-1 zone throughout most of the first half. They need to look inside to Channing Frye, get him some opportunities. When Frye has gotten doubled, he has found the open man more often than not.
Check that. We look at the official stats. Stoudemire played only 10 of the 20 first half minutes. He's in there now. That's Channing Frye with Radenovich, Shakur, and Shakur takes it to the goal and is fouled. No one in serious trouble, foul trouble after the first half, except for Terrence Crawford off the Oklahoma State bench. He picked up 3 fouls in about 1 minute. That's Ivan McFarland's first. Sending Mustafa Shakur to the line, likened to Jason Terry, who was part of that 97 Arizona championship team. He's a 73% foul shooter on the year. Out of Philadelphia, Friend Central High School. One of the many McDonald's All-Americas, high school All-Americas that have migrated to Tucson. Misses them both. But Frye, after capturing the ball, throws it right to James on Curry.
Tried to get rid of it before he walked, and Mustafa Shakur, usually a good free throw shooter, not even close on those two. Arizona coming out in man-to-man to start the second half.
Stoudemire matched up with John Lucas, James on Curry, and Shakur. 8 on the shot clock. Lucas generates toward the alley and puts up a runner. And the game is tied. No, goes 41-40 to Arizona. Game was tied 6 times in the first half, and Quick bucket inside by Radenovich, and he has 8.
And Eddie Sutton cannot be happy with his transition defense there. Nobody stopped the ball. That was too easy.
Fry hustling to save and right into the press table.
Oklahoma State really has to continue to look to Joey Graham. He's got a favorable matchup being guarded by Radenovich. He shot 6 free throws in that first half because he was aggressive in taking the ball to the basket and exploiting that post.
There he is, Radenovich on him. And he banks it off the glass, won't go down. Knocked out of bounds by Oklahoma State. 3-point lead, the Arizona Wildcats from the Pacific 10. Lute Olson, the 26th time in his career he's taken a team to the NCAA tournament, and so has Eddie Sutton. 26 teams into the tournament.
Nice pass.
Beautiful interior passing, and Radenovich will go to the line.
When Arizona has gotten the ball inside to Channing Frye, good things have happened. He has either scored or he's found an open teammate for a layup or an open perimeter shot.
The foul on John Lucas, his second.
Frye is such a skilled basketball player. He's got very good hands, solid rebounder, block shots, and very intelligent on the floor.
Arizona cold at the line. Radenovich averaging 8 on the season, looking for his 9th point. Joey Graham out and Terrence Crawford in for Eddie Sutton's Cowboys.
I'm not sure, Dick, you can get a more evenly matched free throw battle. Both these teams shoot about 78% on the season, and that one going to be wiped away. Channing Frye in a bit too early.
Radenovich missed anyway. So from the line, Arizona 5 for 10. As you pointed out, these are 2 of the top free throw shooting teams, the top 10 in the nation. Lucas with a runner. Radenovich bats it in the air. Crawford can't save. He touched it last. As long as they've been coaching, Sutton and Olson, this is only the 2nd time they've gone head to head, and Lute Olson has won those 2 contests.
Arizona going with a little 1-4 low set. They're crossing underneath.
Bobic on Stoudemire.
Stoudemire calling for the ball screen. Nice job.
Oh, what a pass by Radenovich into Channing Frye. And it's a 5-point Wildcat lead.
Well, you're not going to find any better passing big men than Channing Frye and Radenovich.
Eddie Sutton doesn't like what he sees. He calls an early timeout. Less than 3 minutes into the second half, and the Cats have clawed to a 5-point advantage.
On the next Cheap Seats, the glare.
You need one more time, I kill you.
The stare.
I love you.
The pant.
Those pants are so high and tight, Roger Clemens just threw them at Mike Piazza.
The rant.
Would that be considered an official death threat?
It's poker, jokers, the 98 World Series of Poker.
Can we move Chuck the bailiff so he's not blocking the ESPN signage?
Cheap Seats, 10 Eastern Monday on ESPN Classic.
Looks like we got a new screensaver.
Hey, hi, you want to save money on gas? How about 10%?
Huh?
How would you like a $25 Marathon cash card, too? Get the Marathon Platinum MasterCard from Chase and receive a 10% rebate. That's about 18 cents a gallon. Plus, you get that $25 Marathon cash card. Here's an application.
Sure.
Thanks. I gotta go. I need it on pump 5.
Hammer throw is tough. It isn't just you against a 9-pound ball. It's you against yourself. It's pure concentration, and you have to dig deep inside to find every throw. It's brutal. I had to study biomedical engineering just to relax.
There are over 360,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us are going pro in something other than sports.
It comes from within, faster, driving, the will to win. It's deep in your DNA. NASCAR, season long on FX and Fox.
The power of advertising in NASCAR races. Sight, sound, motion. Get noticed. Call Time Warner Cable Media Sales at 800-476-7254.
I'm Bob Vila. If you're tired of the way your kitchen looks, Sears has good news for you. Imagine having your kitchen refaced. Choose from hundreds of styles and color combinations. Rich wood tones such as tawny oak and natural maple, or attractive contemporary colors for the style, look, and feel you've always wanted. The high-quality materials are installed by Sears-authorized kitchen refacing specialists.
Call now for your free, no-obligation in-home design consultation.
You can have the kitchen you've always wanted in as little as 3 days.
Arizona leading Oklahoma State by 5. And here's an example of the intelligence of Channing Frye on the court. Directing traffic when there was a ball screen up top. His man helped up, and he was wide open for the shot in large part because he was so communicative with his teammates on where they should be.
Arizona has missed only 7 shots out of 25, shooting 72% in the game.
And against a really good defensive team in Oklahoma State that does not give up a lot of open shots.
Bobbitt an open 3, couldn't connect, but Stoudemire unable to save in the corner. Back comes Joey Graham for Oklahoma State.
Arizona's done a much better job in the second half of, at least on the possessions thus far, limiting Oklahoma State to 1 shot.
Finally to Joey Graham, and he makes the move to the basket. A little too strong. And Stoudemire, who cleverly gets around Curry.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh, that is pretty. That is pretty.
Well, keep him out of foul trouble. He needs to be on the floor.
Assist to Stoudemire. Adams with the basket. He has 12 to lead Arizona.
Well, I'll tell you, Dick, you got to give Channing Frye an awful lot of credit. Whenever Joey Graham's gotten to the basket, Frye has been there to bother his shot. That's why Graham has missed.
James on Curry misses the 3, and Adams at 6'4", up there like a 6'8" player, and draws the foul.
Stoudemire with the spin, taking it into the open court, and when he drives, he draws 2 defenders and finds Adams for the acrobatic finish, taking it to the other side of the basket to avoid the shot block by Ivan McFarland. That's big time.
McFarland picked up the foul at the other end, his second. Arizona by 7.
How about how high Adams got on that rebound on the other end? You think he's got another step on his ladder?
Stoudemire. Adams misses the short jumper. Lucas, head down, races to the offensive end. Graham. Oh, there's a move there where he kind of hesitated. Had the ball in one hand, able to hold it in one hand and score his 11th point.
Well, he can handle that ball like a grapefruit. Yeah, got to get it into Frye. Good pass.
And Radenovic, recipient of another great pass and an easy 2. He has 10.
Just great recognition by Channing Frye. The double team coming post to post. He finds the open man for the easy score. That's unselfish.
Lucas can't hit the runner. Radenovic with another rebound. Long pass to Adams. Good job of putting on the brakes without traveling. Stoudemire. Adams with the rebound. A 2. McFarland the other way to Lucas.
Not sure that was the shot. Should have been a reset. Just because you grab an offensive rebound doesn't mean it's yours to shoot.
Yeah. How come you always shot?
Well, that's the only time I ever got it. I was the 5th option on my team, and the 4th option was, if you're going to pass it to me, call a timeout first.
Joey Graham misses. Adams says, slow it down. 7-point advantage, Arizona. Played 5 minutes and 15 seconds. The winner gets Illinois on Saturday in the regional finals. Deflected pass, but it goes right to Shakur. There's Frye from 8 feet. And Graham with boards for Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State out of sync. They need to set something up, call a play. And Sean Sutton, associate head coach, is up calling it.
He'll take over for his dad next year. And Lucas scores from 10. John Lucas now with 13 to lead the Cowboys.
Arizona calling a set. Little stagger in the post up. Bad pass.
James on Curry anticipated behind the back to McFarland, and he is fouled. They're going to take a timeout. 6 minutes into this second half. Arizona by 5. Well, there are my all-stars of the fan club in college basketball. That's the wife of Daniel Bobick, Natalie, on the left, and her sister, Christy Monks, on the right in the black and white cap, and a couple of John Lucas fans in between. Boy, the energy that those young ladies bring in support. And there's husband Daniel Bobick. Cowboys trail by 5. That's Ivan McFarland on the line for Oklahoma State. They trail Arizona by 5. Played a little over 6 minutes of the second half. Arizona led by 3 at the intermission and have built up that lead to as many as 7 here in the second half. McFarland gets the soft roll. 75% shooter on the season, with Byron Houston back about 13 years ago, the only Oklahoma State player with 1,000 points, 900 rebounds, 100 assists, 100 steals, and 100 blocks. That's a career.
Well, he's versatile, and he puts up those numbers, Ivan McFarland, in large measure because he is such a hard worker. I've not seen a harder worker in college basketball this year.
Shakur to Rogers as he returns. Fry up on top. Inside feed. And another assist from Fry. They go high-low again. And Hassan Adams with 14 to lead the Cats.
The last time that Channing Frye tried to make a post feed, he passed it to the postman's wrong hand. That time to the right hand. And led Hassan Adams to an easy hoop.
James on Curry able to spot up and nail the 3. He has 8.
A little bit of a defensive switch. Lute Olson going back to the matchup zone and couldn't get out to the shooter.
Rogers from 3-point range. Rebound, and a good one it is by the freshman McClellan, taken away.
And Curry had a handful of McClellan's jersey on that rebound.
Chance to tie or take the lead with a 3 for Oklahoma State. They've led on only rare occasions.
Double high pick.
Graham left alone from 8. Short arm that one, almost tapped in by Fry as he and McFarland were up fighting for the loose ball.
Graham looked almost surprised he was that wide open. He's a very good mid-range shooter, but shot that one almost as an afterthought.
2-point game. Arizona on top. 12.5 to go. Stephen Graham into the game, number 21. And from the corner, it's Joey Graham with a tray. And it's 52-51 Oklahoma State. He can hit them from out there and has all season. Shakur, he's easy to find. The only man on the court with blue shoes. Inside to Fry. Jump hook not there. McClellan up high fighting for the offensive board. They're going to call that on Fry. It'll be his 3rd. Senior Joey Graham from Brandon, Florida, from outside the line, gives the Cowboys the lead.
Billed as the 8th wonder of the world, Houston's $32 million air-conditioned Astrodome brings baseball into the space age.
There's sort of a Buck Rogers quality to it. I remember the first exhibition game, the Yankees went down and played in it, and they drew a full house, and President Johnson was at the game, and the first home run was hit by Mickey Mantle. It's almost like he was christening the park, just as Ruth had christened Yankee Stadium.
That was April 9th, 1965.
Uh-oh, not good. Okay, boys, time to go to work. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go.
Want to keep your car looking pit crew perfect? Introducing DuPont Teflon Car Care products. When you use DuPont Teflon Wax, Protectant, and Tire Shine, dirt, mud, and grime have a hard time sticking. So your car practically keeps itself shiny. DuPont Teflon Car Care products. A miracle of science from DuPont.
2 more steps, guys. Come on, Mom. You've been to the video store and the dry cleaners. I think we've been in the car all day.
Hardworking engines need a hardworking oil. Pennzoil SUV, truck, and minivan motor oil. Not just oil, Pennzoil.
Here's a fun fact. Erected in 1963, the walnut stands 15 feet high.
I'll be in the car.
Go where you want with your free weekend from Avis.
Orca! Orca! Oh, I love Orca.
I thought you loved the humpback.
I recently changed my mind.
But I thought we established that the Orca was mine. Now rent for a week and get a free weekend to use later. Find our lowest prices at avis.com.
Last year, when you bought a bag of Baby Ruth, you got a free game of bowling. Another bag? Another free game. Millions of free games were given away. And this year, we're doing it again. That's right. There are millions and millions more free games of bowling in the return of the Baby Ruth free bowling giveaway. Hurry in and pick up specially marked bags of fun size, 10 packs, and minis, and get your free game today.
I'm okay.
Baby Ruth from Nestle, the real deal.
Cowboys have moved in front 52-51. Their biggest lead of the game, 3. Arizona led by as many as 10 in the first half. And Salim Stoudemire, the sharpshooting guard for Arizona, he jumped out 8 points early. He hasn't scored since the first 5 minutes of the game. Oklahoma State with a 1-point lead and the ball after Channing Frye picks up his 3rd foul on contact inside. Frye stays in the game. James on Curry with a great feed, and the score by Ivan McFarland.
Boy, what a great curl of a screen, and Ivan McFarland with the nice basket cut hit him in stride for the finish.
You can see why they rave about the talents of Curry from Pleasant Grove, North Carolina. Frye inside with the left hand, maneuvered well.
Boy, what a beautiful move and a great pass by Salim Stoudemire. Stoudemire's been quiet. Has not been looking for his shot, but he has been finding the open man.
Frye now with 9. Joey Graham leads Oklahoma State with 14. Lucas with 13. Hassan Adams 14 tops for Arizona. Radenovich with 10. Whistle away from the ball. As we look at our game summary, still great shooting by Arizona, yet they trail with a 63% from the floor. And those putback baskets by Oklahoma State key.
The second chance points, also the 3-point field goals. Oklahoma State has shot the ball pretty well from 3.
The freshman McClellan picks up his 2nd foul, and he leaves as Radenovich returns. 11 minutes left in the second half. This senior loaded Oklahoma State team, all that experience, should pay dividends late in crucial games with all the pressure here. James on Curry. He can handle the ball. Graham darts into the lane and scores.
Boy, the explosiveness of Joey Graham and the patience of Oklahoma State. It wasn't there early. They got the ball to Graham in the middle of the floor, and Radenovich cannot stay in front of Joey Graham.
Frye easy to Radenovich, and on the fake gets the foul from Ivan McFarland, number 2 on McFarland.
Boy, rotations have to come a lot quicker. And you can see Joey Graham going by easily Radenovich. Radenovich doesn't have quick enough feet to stay in front of Joey Graham, and that is putting an awful lot of pressure on Channing Frye to get over there and block or bother that shot.
James on Curry picked up the foul. He has 2. Radenovich looks for his 11th point of the game. And another free throw miss.
The free throw misses starting to pile up for Arizona in the second half, but when the Wildcats get the ball into Channing Frye, Oklahoma State has been coming with a post-to-post double team, and their rotations down have been awfully slow because Channing Frye has been cutting them up with passes out of the post.
Radenovich now with 11 points. Oklahoma State leads by 2. We approach the midpoint of this second 20-minute period. The Kenberg J. Billis here at the Ray Meyer, Marge Meyer Court, Rosemont, Illinois. Armin Katayan with us on the sidelines. Number 2 seed against number 3, Oklahoma State and the University of Arizona. Rogers. Open on the side is Hassan Adams, and he can do it all. Inside, outside talent of Adams, and with the 3, Arizona reclaims the lead. 17 for Adams, and timeout, Oklahoma State. 9:45 left. Adams, bingo. Back in the Chicago region with our tournament summary, Illinois' second Elite 8 in the last 5 years. Interestingly, they played Arizona in 2001 for the right for the Final Four in Louisville, and Rick Pitino, he moves his team on to the Elite 8. First time for Pitino's Louisville Cardinals.
Hassan Adams has 17 points in this game, guarding Daniel Bobek. Now he's got 3 threes. He had only 9 on the season coming into this game.
Joey Graham making his move inside, picked up by Frye. Here's Crawford. Spins away from Frye and hoping to draw that 4th foul on the big center of Arizona.
Probably forced that one. That wasn't there. Channing Frye laying off of Crawford. Crawford trying to take up that space and get to the basket.
10 on the shot clock. Into the post to Graham. Radenovich. Oh, look at the block by Adams. Oh, he plays so big for a man 6'4".
He really does. He's long. He's athletic. Look at this. I mean, that is a high riser. Only 3 seconds now on the shot clock. Oklahoma State has to get it in and get it up quickly.
A second gone there. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. It's almost a catch and shoot now. And Lucas does just that. Violation of the shot clock. Good defense for Arizona, and that has the Wildcat fans cheering. I don't think any coach likes to hear that buzzer. Maybe that's as annoying as anything that can happen to the man on the bench.
Well, they actually got a look at it, but Hassan Adams erased it for the second time in one possession. Good look.
The feed inside, and it's Adams again in traffic. Finds a second chance and a 3-point Arizona lead with 19 coming from Adams.
Boy, this is the Hassan Adams that Lute Olson wants to see. An outstanding offensive rebounder, and it's going to go the other way. An offensive foul on Oklahoma State.
This may be here when CBS presents the electrifying story of a young man's rise to fame. Singer, sex symbol, king of rock and roll. Elvis is coming this May to CBS. High low again is Frye trying to set up Hassan Adams on the back line.
Frye's got to get that up to the rim. Adams can hold off his man, and he can get up and above the rim quickly. You can't throw that down at eye level. That's got to be high.
Crawford and Curry are out for Oklahoma State. Stephen Graham returns. Frye. He can face up and shoot.
You can play pick and pop with that guy all day long.
At the other end, it's Stephen Graham, his first points of the game.
One of the few times that Oklahoma State has been able to get out in transition in this second half. They've had to go against the half-court defense of Arizona for most of this second half as Graham picks up the foul.
Joey Graham. No, it's Stephen. He gets his first. Well, that's a tough entry pass, isn't it, Jay? From that far away and trying to sidearm a low bounding pass into the post.
Yeah, a little bit too long. They did pick up the foul, but that is a difficult pass to be able to complete.
Fry. 6 fouls on Oklahoma State now, 3 Arizona. So the next foul will send the Wildcats to the line. Rogers, he's fouled, was inside the line. He'll go to the line for 2. Third foul on John Lucas. 7:57 left in the second half.
Sunday, if you build it, he will come. Remember the mystery.
Hey, Eddie! What was that?
We didn't hear anything.
Remember the magic.
Dad, you want to have a catch?
Remember the movie that made you believe the impossible
Are you a ghost?
could become the incredible.
Ray, people will come, Ray.
Remember.
Man, I did love this game.
Or for the first time, visit Field of Dreams. Real classics, 8 Eastern Sunday on ESPN Classic.
Why are you doing this? This is unbelievable. Stop eating.
Hon, the babysitter's fine.
A1 steak sauce.
Did you eat my steak?
Yeah, it's that important.
You are so
beautiful, huh? And now Power E-Trade Pro is just $6.99 to $9.99 per trade. So be in love. At E-Trade Financial, we keep challenging the ordinary to help investors be extraordinary.
I ran the 800. I studied mechanical engineering and industrial design. I was a conference champion. I graduated with a GPA of 3.2. It took hard work, discipline, and stamina. And believe me, I rely on those things every day raising my daughter.
There are over 360,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us are going pro in something other than sports.
It comes from within. Faster. Driving. The will to win. It's deep in your DNA. NASCAR, it's what you're made of. All season long on FX and Fox.
The power of advertising in NASCAR races. Sight, sound, motion. Get noticed. Call Time Warner Cable Media Sales at 800-476-7254.
Too busy in the morning? Stuck in rush hour traffic? Can't find the time to watch the news? Stop rushing. With News 14 Carolina, get your news at your convenience. Continuously updated weather, traffic, and local news reports. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stay informed on your schedule, at your convenience, on your only local 24-hour news channel. News 14 Carolina, only available on Time Warner Cable.
8 minutes to go in this Chicago region. Illinois has won against Wisconsin-Milwaukee, advancing to Saturday's Elite 8 contest against the winner of this one. Will it be number 2 Oklahoma State or number 3 Arizona? Arizona with a 3-point lead. And at the line for the Wildcats is Chris Rogers, the junior from Portland, Oregon, averaging 6 a game, has 4 tonight. And another free throw miss. 6 for 12 for Arizona, and this is a team that shoots nearly 80% on the season.
And in a one-possession game, that has to be awfully frustrating for Lute Olson to see his team leave points out there.
4-point advantage for the Wildcats. They put a little backcourt pressure on.
And Chris Rogers, a really good defender, just all over James on Curry. That means Daniel Bobek has to bring it up against pressure.
Stoudemire hawking Bobek. McFarland outside to Joey Graham for 3. 62-61 Arizona, as Graham, breaking out of his slump, leads the Cowboys with 19.
There is little that he cannot do on the basketball court. He can shoot it from deep. Very explosive.
Good job by McFarland fronting Fry. And here come the Cowboys eyeing a possible lead.
Arizona sticking with the man-to-man. High screen, good hedge by Radenovich.
Graham from three again. Yes, he's finding the range. Joey Graham, who had only 15 points in the first 2 rounds combined, comes alive with 22 tonight.
Radenovich hedged out on that ball screen and a little pick and pop, but there was no sense of urgency to get out to Graham.
Rogers from three. Oh, what a rebound by Fry, but it's picked away, and Radenovich goes up and is fouled.
Joey Graham, you can see the aggressiveness when 2 guarding 1 in the post, kick it out to the open shooter who was ready to shoot, and nobody gets out to Joey Graham to get a hand up on that little pick and pop.
He didn't take many threes on the season, Jay, only 50, but he hit 23. That's 46%, so you've got to honor his ability when he gets outside the line. Stephen Graham with that last foul, his second. Radenovich now with a chance to tie it up. They're the best teams in the nation free throw shooting. Oklahoma State the best, Arizona second, Michigan State, Texas Tech. It is interesting how that correlates. All 4 of those teams have made it to the Sweet 16. It's part of the game. You got to make these free tosses. And Radenovich gets a kind bounce. It's tied again at 64. 6:35 to go. Back comes John Lucas. So it's Bobick, Lucas, Crawford, McFarland, and Curry for Oklahoma State. Fry, Radenovich, Adams, Stoudemire, and Rogers on the court for Lute Olson's Wildcats. Joey Graham taking a breather. 22 points for him to lead all scorers.
And Rogers, again, doing a nice job defensively. Now on Lucas, trying to keep it out of his hands.
There's Sean Sutton with a sign, UCLA high.
There's a little UCLA cut. And Lucas comes off the stagger on the opposite side.
Oh, Curry. Rogers took the shoulder right in the jaw.
And Curry just swung that right arm out. It looked like he caught him with the backhand of his fist.
Oklahoma in front with 6 minutes to go. Stoudemire, no basket, even had it gone. A foul before the shot. Pushing is the call.
Watch Curry's right arm here as he moves by. He just kind of rakes it across the face of Chris Rogers, and Rogers stops. That meant Channing Frye had to come over to stop that penetration, which left McFarland wide open underneath. No rotation down by the Arizona defense.
Daniel Bobick picks up the foul for Oklahoma State, his third. Crawford out, and Joey Graham back for the Cowboys. This game continues to seesaw, and it's Salim Stoudemire, a brilliant free throw shooter, with a chance to tie it up at 66-64 currently. Oklahoma State in front. Stoudemire has missed only 9. Make that 11 free throws all season in 129 attempts. Follow the game tracks top of your screen. West Virginia, Texas Tech battling as we have 6:01 remaining here, and Stoudemire with a chance to knot it again at 66 all. Oh, he misses too. A lot of opportunity at the line lost by Lute Olson's Wildcats. If they should lose tonight, they won't have to look far in the statistics sheet to see what went wrong.
Looked like he was backing up from the free throw line as he let that go. Not the usual stroke from Stoudemire.
Lucas weaving his way in, sets up Curry for 3. And out of the pack comes Shakur.
Boy, a big time box out by Adams on the other end.
Stoudemire falling, had to just bat the ball to his teammate. A tie up, and the arrow points to Oklahoma State.
Arizona has been loose with the ball on its last couple of possessions. We come down into the last minutes of a big-time game. You've got to be strong with the ball.
Lute Olson, pride and joy of Augsburg College in Minneapolis, graduated in '56. First job, he said, $3,200. Coached basketball, baseball, assistant football, lined the field, and taught 6 classes. And a little driver red thrown in.
And no baseball field. All their games were away.
Graham, the senior, trying to lead the Cowboys into the Elite Eight. His pass goes off the hands of teammate Terrence Crawford. That was a tough pass, bounced along the baseline.
Boy, Graham probably should have taken that himself. Radinovich can't guard him off the dribble. See him getting past Radinovich, and Channing Frye comes over to stop the drive, but that would have been a good pull-up jump shot perhaps for Joey Graham, who can hit that shot. He is a very good mid-range shooter, especially pulling up.
Ivan McFarland returns for Oklahoma State. Crawford is out. Bobbick also off the floor. Clock ticks down to the 5-minute mark here in the Chicago region. Elite Eight action. Arizona with the ball, trailing Oklahoma State by 1. Good play by Joey Graham to knock it free from Shakur. And it's brother Stephen Graham at the other end to score, and he'll go to the line.
A weak offensive possession for Arizona. Shakur losing it, and weak defensively by Radinovich, not jumping in front of Graham with the intent of stopping him and allowing him to finish what could be a three-point play if he can knock down this free throw.
Third foul on Radinovich of Arizona. Graham looks for his 5th point and has it. And this is the biggest lead of the game for Oklahoma State. 4. Arizona in the middle of the first half enjoyed a 10-point advantage.
If Arizona wants this game coming down the stretch, they have got to play stronger.
Strong move by Stoudemire, who takes it in with the big boys and scores. He has 11. And the answer by the freshman Jameson Curry. They call him Bubbles. And effervescent his play tonight. Stoudemire with a quick answer from three-point range. 72-70 the score.
Boy, you cannot relax for 1 second in transition with Stoudemire in the game.
Ticking down to the 4-minute mark. Lucas. Curry is feeling it, isn't he? Graham inside, and no whistle, out of bounds to Oklahoma State.
Boy, Graham probably got away with an offensive foul.
This instant classic is presented by Chevy, an American Revolution, supercharged for 2005.
Silverado half-ton crew comes standard with more muscle than Ford, Dodge, or Toyota. That's why it's the right truck. The official truck of an American Revolution.
This is for the championship. Does it have enough?
Sorry, mister.
No sweat, kid. It's only my new plasma TV.
Whoa. You must really be gelling.
More gel, more gelling. New and improved Dr. Scholl's massaging gel insoles. More cushioning, outrageous comfort.
Was he yelling? No, he was gelling.
To start gelling, see the doctor, Dr. Scholl's.
2 more steps, guys.
Come on, Mom.
We've been to the video store and the dry cleaners. I think we've been in the car all day.
Hardworking engines need a hardworking oil. Pennzoil SUV, truck, and minivan motor oil. Not just oil, Pennzoil.
You get to see inside of the person before you see the person.
With eHarmony, the matching process wasn't something that put any stress on me.
There was instant chemistry.
Imagine a process of finding the love of your life that doesn't require writing a witty paragraph about yourself for the world to see.
It wasn't about trying to be competitive with other people.
Imagine a place where you're matched based on who you really are, where people fall in love from the inside out.
You're not basing it on, am I at the right bar at the right time? Is this person right for me?
She sees me more for who
I really am. If you're ready for a better way to find your true love, graduate to eHarmony.com. Get your eHarmony personality profile and see for yourself how eHarmony.com can help you find the love of your life.
That term soulmate actually came to mean something.
It was just like absolute magic, like no other experience I've ever had in my life.
An everlasting love for me.
All sorts of riders feel really good riding with Geico. Geico. One call could save you money on your motorcycle insurance, too.
Got it. A1 steak sauce. Yeah, it's that important.
Here's a fun fact. Erected in 1963, the walnut stands 15 feet high.
I'll be in the car. Go where you want with your free weekend from Avis.
Orca! Orca! Oh, I love Orca.
I thought you loved the humpback.
I recently changed my mind.
But I thought we established that the Orca was mine. Now rent for a week and get a free weekend to use later. Find our lowest prices at avis.com.
Hey. Hi. You want to save money on gas? How about 10%?
Huh?
How'd you like a $25 Marathon cash card, too? Get the Marathon Platinum MasterCard from Chase and receive a 10% rebate. That's about 18 cents a gallon. Plus, you get that $25 Marathon cash card. Here's an application.
Sure.
Thanks. I gotta go. I'm needed on pump 5.
ESPN Classic's got the greatest games from this year's NCAA tournament, from shocking upsets to incredible comebacks. Plus, the Men's National Championship, an instant classic marathon. The best games of the 2005 NCAA tournament all day today on ESPN Classic. 2001.
The Stanley Cup winning Colorado Avalanche.
Classic.
Well, how about that? All the way back to the days of the kid from Cabin Creek, Zeke Jury West, since West Virginia has made it to the Final 8. So Louisville and West Virginia in the Albuquerque bracket. In the Elite 8 here, Illinois has won the #1 seed, #1 team ranked in the nation most of the entire collegiate year. And will they play Oklahoma State or Arizona? Arizona led by as much as 10 in the first half. 3-point lead at the intermission for the Wildcats. Oklahoma State caught them at 52-51, 8 minutes into the second half. It's been trading leads back and forth, but Oklahoma State finally opened a 4-point advantage, its biggest, and now that stands at 72-70, just under 4 minutes to go. Dick Enberg with Jay Billis, and Joey Graham, who's had 2 tough games in the tournament prior to this one, has starred tonight. 22 points for Graham.
22 points tonight, only 15 points in the first 2 games. He's been knocking down 3-point shots, getting to the free throw line, which is a great measure of his aggressiveness. And Joey Graham, Arizona has not had an answer for him. He's been guarded by Ivan Radenovic, and Radenovic has not been able to stop him. Can't stay in front of him.
James Curry, the freshman, has contributed well and Joey Graham gets position, uses that left hand, and he has 24 points. Lucas and McFarland with 13 shipping in. Adams 19 tops for Arizona. This is Channing Frye off the glass.
Well, he is so good off of ball screens. He's got great hands. He can play pick and pop, or he can roll to the hole. And using the glass very effectively. Oklahoma State's defense has been really strong over the last 3 or 4 minutes.
The pressure of these final 3 minutes plus, and James Curry not bashful about taking a long bomb, and it's rebounded by Hassan Adams, who has starred tonight for Arizona. Shakur, point guard, runs the show. Will they try to set up Stoudemire for a 3? No, they go inside, and they're waiting for it. Was McFarland with a steal ahead to Lucas. Shakur to beat. Shakur with a block. McFarland draws the foul on Fry, and that'll be 4 on the 6'11" center of Arizona, who holds his knee in some pain.
I think they just got goaltending on that without the foul.
All right, wave off the foul.
The quick run out and the great play by Shakur, but this was all set up by the turnover by Shakur, trying to throw a straight line pass from outside the top of the key all the way down to Hassan Adams underneath, and you have to expect that that kind of pass is going to be deflected. That is way too long to be able to complete that.
After a slow start, McFarland, who had 31 in the Southern Illinois win, now 15 points. As Fry off the glass, not there, and Graham has the rebound. Joey Graham taking over the game in the second half for Oklahoma State. Another point Cowboy lead.
Oklahoma State going against Arizona's man. They're going to run a play.
Lucas cut off at the pass, double teamed. Has to clear it out to McFarland. 10 on the shot clock. And Lucas pulls up. Adams with another rebound.
An empty possession for Oklahoma State. They never really got into anything.
Fouls could be critical here. The next foul committed by Oklahoma State will be double bonus time for Arizona. As Stoudemire, left-handed, moving right, floating in the air, nails the three, and it's a 1-point game. Stoudemire was 17.
But why is Oklahoma State gambling on Stoudemire? Gambling for a steal when he can burn you with a three like it's a layup.
The best free throw shooter, or best three-point shooter in the nation at over 51% for the entire year, Salim Stoudemire. Minute and a half to go. 10 on the shot clock. McFarland gets it to the freshman, James on Curry. Ooh, very nearly threw that one out of bounds. Blocked inside. And Channing Frye reaches down at that knee once again.
Another empty possession for Oklahoma State. And again, they didn't get into anything offensively. Give credit to Arizona's defense.
From the side, it's Fry at the 1-minute mark, and Arizona claims the lead, 77-76. 13 points for Fry. And timeout called by Eddie Sutton on the Oklahoma State bench.
Stoudemire, after the defensive gamble, takes the screen from Channing Frye, and Frye outstanding on pick and pop situations all night. Arizona with the lead.
The gentleman from Tucson, Lute Olson, in his 45th year of coaching, 22 years at Tucson. And a critical statistic now is the foul situation.
Only 4 team fouls for Arizona, 9 for Oklahoma State. Those 14 fouls means that Arizona has got 2 fouls to give. They do not want to give any open looks to Oklahoma State. If they get into a situation where they need to burn a foul in order to keep Oklahoma State from scoring, they can do that.
Meanwhile, any foul committed by the Cowboys sends Arizona to the line in the double bonus. Stoudemire working on Lucas defensively. Down to 40 seconds.
Arizona can be aggressive without worrying about fouling.
Graham. And there's one of those fouls. A push that will just mean that Oklahoma State will get the ball out of bounds with a new shot clock, and it's almost exactly equal with the game clock. Let's check the CBS Sports Line stat of the game, and field goal percentage, a brilliant almost 2 out of 3 hits for the Wildcats. Oklahoma State, one of the best shooting teams in the nation. Not bad, but under their season average by about 5 percentage points. Get complete NCAA tournament coverage at CBSSportsline.com. 1-point game. Oklahoma State down to 26, 25, 24. It's Graham, their leading scorer, working on Radenovich.
Still a foul to give.
No whistle, and the basket is good. Joey Graham trickles it in. His 26th point of the game.
And Lute Olson wants a timeout.
And with 13.1 seconds, Arizona timeout will set up what Olson hopes will be a design for a winning shot. Joey Graham, who had only 15 points in 2 games of this tournament and 5 rebounds, 26 tonight. Here's your situation. Still fouls to give, but Arizona can't be concerned about that. A foul by Oklahoma State, though, would give the Wildcats a couple of free throws. They have not shot well from the charity line or would be in the lead. Instead, they're down by 1. 13 seconds to go.
And you got to think they're going to try to go to Stoudemire here. They've been very successful off pick and roll situations.
Stoudemire almost fumbled the ball into the backcourt.
And here it comes, pick and roll with Fry.
He pulls up. It hits with 2.8 seconds. A clutch jumper from Salim Stoudemire, the All-America Wildcat guard. Oh, my.
Oklahoma State unable to stop the pick and roll all night long. And Lute Olson getting into his team right now, letting him know the game is not over. But Stoudemire refuses the screen and pulls up right in the face of Daniel Bobick and knocks it down. That is a big-time play. Refuses the screen. Crawford was out trying to put some pressure, and Lute Olson sees it go down. He's thinking right now about defense, and he really got into his team, saying this game is not over. We've got 2.8 seconds left, and Oklahoma State.
And don't forget, Jay Billis, as you pointed out before, they had 2 fouls to give, only used 1, and with 2.8 seconds left, they could use another to chew up what little time is left.
They just have to be careful, though, Dick, when they're giving up this foul, that they don't allow Oklahoma State to get into a shooting motion. That happened to Oklahoma State against Texas at Gallagher-Iba. They had a foul to give and gave it, but they allowed Texas to get in their shooter. Or Texas did it to Oklahoma State, excuse me, allowed them to get into their shooting motion. So they understand exactly what they're going against right now.
Well, you talk about the pressure of this situation, fighting to make the final late for this NCAA tournament. And Saturday's regional final against Illinois, all the work you do in the offseason, all the practices, all the game action, all the times that you have to fight for a victory. And now it comes down to who makes the final shot. And Stoudemire, I mean, that is about as tough a 15-footer on the dead dribble run, pulling up, floating in midair, and able to hit the go-ahead goal.
Well, he's done it all season long. He's made the difficult look easy. And right now, with all the preparation these teams have done, it comes down to the late game execution that they work on every day in practice, late game situations. And Stoudemire, again, refusing the ball screen by Channing Frye. And that is just a big-time shot by a young man that has proven to be a big-time player all season long.
19 points for Stoudemire and Adams to lead Arizona. Graham with 26. Well, weren't you on the bench when Christian Laettner made that
Yes,
last-second play against Kentucky?
Was an assistant coach, and right now, Oklahoma State, Daniel Bobick going to inbound the ball. Patsy Sutton, the wife of Eddie Sutton, looking on, and curiously, nobody on the ball. So, unobstructed, Bobick is going to be able to throw it long.
But it's into the backcourt to Lucas. And there's that foul by Rogers, and that chewed up about half the time remaining for Oklahoma State, down to 1.3 seconds.
Very well executed. It could have been close to an intentional foul because he did grab him from behind, but the best thing Arizona did was make Oklahoma State catch it coming back to the ball. And now Hassan Adams going to try to put pressure on this pass, or he should. He's not.
Lucas to win it. Just off the back rim, and the Arizona Wildcats 79, Oklahoma State 78, advance to the Elite Eight, and 2 great coaches meet at center court. Eddie Sutton has coached his last game. His son Sean Sutton will take over next year. A tough way to go home for the Cowboys as Salim Stoudemire hits a clutch 15-foot jumper and sends the Wildcats against Illinois on Saturday in the regional final. And this senior Layton Oklahoma State team, a moment of realization suddenly. In just seconds, you know that your career is gone. Well, the mighty Illini of Illinois, #1 seed of all the seeds. It'll be Arizona, a 3rd seed for the regional title here in Chicago. Oh, my.
The last play inbounded cleanly. A clean look by Lucas, just rims out. That's how close it was.
And the Wildcats, who beat Illinois 4 years ago, to go to the Final Four, will play Illinois again. And the winner with the honor of moving on to St. Louis in the finals. Our Chevrolet players of the game. Who else? Salim Stoudemire, 19 points and 7 assists in the game winner, and Joey Graham with a brilliant game of 26 points and 8 boards in defeat.
Lute, first of all, congratulations on a win for the ages, really, at Arizona, I'd have to believe.
Well, it was a great basketball game. Eddie and his group should be very proud of their effort. I mean, it's like if that last shot goes for them, it's theirs. If Salim didn't hit the big one here, we were in trouble. So it was a great basketball game. If somebody didn't care who won, I don't think it gets any better than that.
Well, the unfortunate thing, I guess, in this tournament is you have to almost immediately look forward, and what do you get but the #1 team in the country? Your thoughts on that matchup?
Well, our guys have been hoping they'd get a chance. That doesn't mean we know how good Illinois is, but we've been hoping that we could get the chance to play them. You know, if it's going to be a heck of a game. It's going to be, I think, a pretty evenly matched game.
It was a terrific win tonight, Luke. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Salim, first of all, just take me through the last shot. You obviously wanted it. You waved Channing away. Take me through what was going through your head.
Actually, I waved Chris Rogers away because we were supposed to clear the side out for me and Channing. And I knew they were going to double me, so I took it the other way and pulled up for the jump shot.
You've had an up-and-down career. You've had a great season this year. What does it mean for you to make this kind of shot and then move into such a huge game against Illinois?
It means a lot because I'm still trying to get to the Final Four. I haven't been there yet, and that's my #1 goal this season.
Well, you certainly earned the trip. One step away tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So that's it. Dick Enberg, Jay Villas, Chicago region belongs to Illinois and Arizona. Let's go to Greg Noble after these words.